how are you? This is Jilly Bling. I have another project using Christmas greenery. This stamp right here in the die. And this is, I found this on Pinterest by Peta Stephen. And this is very similar to her project, and I think it's just beautiful, very classic, kind of monochromatic, using the new rub-ons, some stars, which are somewhat new. So here it is. And like I said, this is number 3 of 3. And here is number 2, or number 1, using the same bundle. And this is using the designer paper. And then this was yesterday's project, using the designer paper for the bouquet, just cutting it out using the die, which is very convenient. And then these were hand cut for the inside. So we'll use Christmas Greenery Bundle, Ornamental Christmas for 'Tis the Season and Wishing You Peace and Joy. And then Christmas Greenery die for this die right here. Okay, isn't that just pretty? And of course, we'll use the large gold hoops. Let's pull out one of those. And the metallic rub-ons, which I heard are on back order. But they're fun. They'll be coming back. And it is called Metallic Textures Rub-On. And for today's project, we will use this, but just half of it, because we don't need that much. And I gave credit to Peta Stephen. Thank you for sharing. I love this project. And she used a different embossing folder, but I like to use this large traditional wreath embossing folder. And you see very little of it. It's just a hint of texture in the background. Just a little here. And I used it on the outside and on the inside. So we'll do that. Here's the papers. And then you just need gold foil and modern Christmas paper. And this paper is fun. I'm looking forward to using more of the different patterns, but look how fun this is. Oh, so gold. Nice. There's a few more sheets. That's on the back one of what we're using today. Holly berries in gold, fa la la, and the sheet here. Pretty paper. Okay. So this card is 5.5 by 5.5. So we'll fold that in half. And the paper cut sizes are in the video description. So if you like, you can have your paper cut ready to go, and then we can put it together. Okay, so these are inside pieces. That's for the bouquet, for the words, and these are outside pieces. And these two large white pieces, I'm going to texture them. This piece here, and then also this piece here. So let me get those, put them in the embossing folder and texture them. And here they are. Look how nice that embossing folder is. So because the embossing folder is textured, I'm going to do heavy glue, and then I'm going to put a weight, just a block, a clear block on it. But see how I'm being much wider on the glue than I normally am? That's probably 3/4 of an inch, just because of all the texture, which means that the high points, the glue will not touch the card base. So we have to be a little heavy on it. And there's no up or down to the wreath, so just however you get it on there, it's just fine. Okay, and I would put the weight on here, but let me put the inside white texture piece in, and then we'll weight it, and we'll start working on other parts. Okay, so take my clear block to weight it down. Now set this off to the side for just a few minutes. Okay, so these three pieces can stick together. Gold foil, a big old piece, and we're going to only see just a little rim of it. You know, understated elegance. Designer paper. Look how cute those trees are. It's hard to cover them up. I want to have fun with that paper, but just not sure what yet. So looking at this paper, the stars, I think there might be a right side up. I don't know if it's true. But when you look at the star on here, see how this part is just a little bit wider right here? So like if it was a gingerbread man, I think he's standing upright. Woohoo, that's great. So looking at this one, it's the same thing. So if you had your paper put on like this and you had the point down, I think that means it's upside down. Does it really matter? I don't think so. But somehow this just seems right side up. Okay, so that's done. We could put the gold hoop on. So the gold hoop, I'm going to use 3 glue dots. 2, 3. And I'm going to put them just at the bottom where the bouquet will go. So one in the middle. And it doesn't matter, like right now I'm kind of rolling it up. You could just have it plain or you could roll it up. It sticks pretty good, which is nice. So I have 1, 2, and I'll put one more over here. 3. So these two are kind of close. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just gonna put them at the bottom, knowing that the bouquet will cover it up. And that's all that's holding the hoop on at this point. And yes, the glue dot is showing from underneath it, but that's fine. So on here, let me stamp the bouquet. And because this is a polymer stamp, I'll be using my foam pad. So use your embossing buddy. Get a good clean image. Reverse a mark. And the stamp. Right in the middle. Get a good impression. Then get it into the gold embossing powder. I always keep a garbage paper under it because it seems like no matter what I do, I always get like little bits of it outside of the container. Okay, still have to do the words on the front, so I'll keep that nearby. Okay, I'm going to heat set it. Just a minute. And look at this. How convenient is that to have a die to perfectly cut it. Okay, so I'll cut this out. That's ready. And on the black, I'm going to do these words right here. Wishing you peace and joy. First mark. Wishing you peace and joy. Right at the bottom. You know what? Because we have black paper, black matte, but this is clean. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to try to get it centered and as low as I can on the bottom. I'm lining up the bottom of the rubber with the bottom of the black paper. Hopefully that's straight. You never know. I think it just depends on how you put the sticker on. Okay, so we're done with the powder. Oh, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to use my little paper cutter, which is right here, to get it cut out. Where did it go? Okay, there it is. And I cut off, see how it's just a little bit wider? So I cut off a little from here and a little from this side. That side looks longer. Well, I can fix that. Fixed. Okay, so let's start building the front. So this, put right about there. So I know that these two, just by feeling it, they could get full dimensionals. The rest of the dimensionals, I'll just kind of touch it and feel where the gold hoop is not. And then I'll add a few more dimensionals to get it really attached. So right now it's hung on just right here. So I'll put maybe 2 mini dimensionals. I'll do a bunch of mini dimensionals. Just to get it secure. Dimensionals. I go through so many dimensionals. Before I used to be more frugal. Not anymore. Life is too short to be frugal, right? One more. Oh, and then I have to put some on the words. Okay, so for the words, I want them to be right about here. And just because it gets a little bit busy with all the stars, the gold, the black with the gold on it, it gets lost a little bit. So I might purposely cover up this star just to make a lot of black around the words so that they'd stand out more, to take away a little bit of the busyness. So with that said, I'll put a glue dot under the W and under the Y. Today is a rainy day. It's out there, just keeps coming down. It's a stamping kind of day. Under the Y. And then I know the ends are just kind of hanging over a little bit, so I'll put mini dimensionals. Well, let me first make sure they'll fit. Mini dimensionals midpoint in the word label. Oh, they'll fit. There's no coloring on that. Does that make it good or bad? I think coloring, I love the look of it, but it's a lot of work. And I know some of you just don't care for coloring. I don't mind coloring. Some. I don't mind a little coloring. If I had to do this on 50 cards, I don't know. Okay, let's check on the weighted, the embossing folder weighted card. So that stuck down just fine. This one too. Okay. So this one, just because the embossing folder has so much texture, I'll put this on with dimensionals. It's kind of stiff already from all those layers, so I just need 4. So if ever you're putting a paper on, be it rectangle or square, if you hold diagonal corners, see how I can still maneuver it? Getting close, I'm looking at the top corner, bottom corner, top corner, bottom corner. And I know everyone has your way, and whatever way you started with is probably the most comfortable. But I have pretty good success in getting it equal all the way around when I follow that method. Okay, I could put the black paper in here, but I'm going to leave it off for just a minute and let's work on the inside. When I'm leaving it off, it helps me see the perimeter of the inside white paper. Okay, so this is just stamped in black, Memento Black. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season. And I'm going to line up 'tis the top part right here with the top of the white paper. I have little smudgies on there. Tomorrow is haircut day. Do you look forward to haircut days? My hair just gets all bushy and kind of curly. It's like, oh, I'm ready. Okay, so I'm going to put these, oh, did I show you these? Gold shaker stars. And at first I was thinking, oh, I want to put some stars in there. And there is a stamp, this one right here, that I could have done in gold embossing powder. So it looks like the front of the card. But I thought, wait a minute, I think I have these. And I was so thrilled when I found, I'm trying to get them off the lid. Static is holding them to the top. I was so thrilled when I found that, yeah, I have them. Probably because I buy everything. Okay, so I'm going to do an odd number. I'm going to do 7 stars. I'm going to try to do them in different sizes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And use my picker-upper tool. Well, because I knocked the static off the top, now I don't have any here. Let's try that again. Well, that didn't work too good either. Oh, I see a teeny, teeny, tiny one. I didn't see that the first round. Okay, so teeny, teeny, tiny. I might have to add more stars to the sample card because I love that teeny, teeny, tiny one. Are there bigger ones in here? This looks like the biggest, but I think I already have that. I already have it. I'll just do another medium. Okay, but because I'm so captivated by that little one right there, I'll put 2 more on here. Where should they be? 1, 2. Teeny, teeny. It's so cute. And here's a small one. Okay, we are well, hold on. I have to be consistent. There. More bling the better, right? Okay, now we get to do the metallic textured rub-ons. So here's part of it. So did I show you the sheet? And this comes in gold and silver. And there's 2 different patterns. Oh, these are all the same. Oh, I have the other ones in there. Oh, there's the other pattern. I was thinking about doing the stars, but those aren't the same kind of stars these are. I think just this little bit at the bottom, that's perfect. So when it came to putting this one on, I was like, okay, I'll use this flat bottom equal with this. And it's like, oh, that's up too high. So I took my scissors and trimmed this, at least the ends. So it's right, I'm trimming it right next to the edge of the metallic rub-on, just so it's easy to place it on the inside of the card. Okay, so I'm gonna take off the top part. And you know to be careful with these, right? Don't just set it on your paper. Trust me. Okay, so those 2 parts that I trimmed lets me see the bottom of the paper. I'll hold this up so you know what I'm talking about. It's nothing super fancy, but I haven't really rubbed it down yet. But can you see right there? You can see just a hint of the paper. Didn't trim it there. And then on this end, you can see just a hint of the paper. Okay, so it's probably all it takes to get it rubbed on, but you know, just like to be thorough. And as you lift it, you could tell if you've got good, if it's adhered well. Okay, so lift this up. And I'm peeking right here, is it attached? So far so good. So say that one of them was not attached, I could just put it back, rub a little bit harder, and then it would be attached. But so far, we got good coverage. And then it's probably just fine as it is, but I would not like just part of one of them to come up, so I'm just gonna rub my finger over it. I could have done the bone folder, but I'm afraid that the bone folder might dull some of the shine. Can you see how shiny that is? These things, oh, look right there. What? These things, these metallic rub-ons, I'm having so much fun with them. I hope Stampin' Up! Comes up with others and new varieties, because I'm really, really liking them. I think I have 8. How many come in a pack? I know I have 8 sheets. But I think that like 4 come in a pack. The texture rub-ons, quantity 8. So that means 4 silver, 4 gold. and then there's 2 patterns. So 2 sheets of each pattern. That means I bought 4 packs of them. And I love how shiny metallic they are, but even if it was something else, I don't know, I'm just loving them. Okay, so this goes right here. We're almost done with this card. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, we'll put this inside, and that's it. That is it. Peta Stephen, thank you. I love this. Oop, I had to be heavy on the glue because it's going on to texture. At first I was thinking about texture inside of a card. You can't do that. But it's just fine because you're writing on something flat, this white paper right here. Let me do my little thing. Good, 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 done. It's right where it should be. See how there's a texture, but you're writing right here. Okay, so that is it for today's project. Do you love it as much as I do? Isn't that just pretty? Wow. Okay, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.